Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my Swansea career on FIFA 14. We are now on Season 3. It's been such a long journey, but yet so successful. Swansea City pipped Arsenal in the race for Champions League football for this upcoming season. They also went all the way in the Europa League and won it. They beat Tottenham on penalties in Spain and brought that Europa League trophy to South Wales. I hope you guys are ready, and I hope this season will be even more successful than the last. So with the new season not far from starting, I had received the news that I will have a transfer kitty of 28.5 million to spend here in the summer, a wage budget of 140,000. It certainly is a lot of money to be playing around with, and there certainly are a lot of positions within this Swansea squad that need strengthening. So every decision that I make, every signing that I make has to be thought out first methodically. Now, if you guys remember way back to when the transfer window was open in January last season, I managed to capture Ruben Ferreira and also Danny Rose on a pre-contract. They have now arrived at Swansea. They are now in South Wales. I just can't wait to get going now with the season and start using these guys in the starting 11. The other arrivals included Oliver Baumann, 25-year-old goalkeeper from Freiburg. You guys remember him, right, from my Everton career. Also, Adrien Rabiot, the French youngster at the age of 20, central midfielder. This lad is just an investment for the future with this Swansea side. And the last arrival for Swansea in August was Liverpool's William Carvalho. He put pen to paper after a bid of 3.5 million was accepted. Now in football, it always seems to be the way. Whenever there's a new arrival at a club, a departure is close behind, but not in this case. Yes, there were bids made for Neil Taylor from Newcastle United, rejected. There were bids made for Wilfred Bonney, who had such a successful season in front of goal for Swansea. He even came away with the golden boot, but that offer from Monaco just wasn't good enough. There was an offer from Malaga for Michu, worth 3.9 million. I want to keep Michu for as long as possible at Swansea. He is a Swansea legend. The only departure from Swansea saw Sammy Amiobi making a move to Wolverhampton Wanderers on a season-long loan. That was all the transfer news for August. The opening day of the English Premier League is always special, and it was the special one Jose Mourinho that was looking to get off to a flyer in this new campaign, but it was Swansea that stood in his and Chelsea's way to achieving that. There was only one of the 5 new players that had signed for Swansea in August that started this game against Chelsea. It was Danny Rose, who was looking forward to reuniting with his old teammate from Tottenham, Tom Huddleston. Over the past couple of seasons now, Swansea have managed to compile a good record when playing against Chelsea, home or away. But with every team in the Premier League on the opening day, euphoria is sky high. And it's Chelsea that were looking more dangerous in the final third in this game. Traore, new man for Chelsea, who signed it in August, almost put them 1-0 up. Chelsea fans were a bit disappointed that the ball didn't find the back of the net. 74 minutes into the game, still 0-0. Chelsea were granted a free kick. Danilo, the right back, to take it, swings it in. Good attacking set piece. Willian wasn't even picked up by any of the Swansea players. He managed to fire off a shot. Form did save, but with his inability to hold on to it, the ball fell to the feet of Bertrand. Yes, he was put under pressure, but he managed to just get a touch from his boot and put that one into the back of the net. Chelsea in the lead, Chelsea fans in raptures as soon as that had crossed the line. And with just seconds to go, Wilfred Bonney for Swansea looking to put them on level terms. Fired it into the crowd section. Perfect chance. It was the perfect chance for Swansea to at least come away from Stamford Bridge with a point. But the final score, 1-0. Not the perfect start to the season Swansea had hoped for. William Carvalho has been branded as the secret weapon for Swansea this season. Fans did turn up to Stamford Bridge to see him in action, but were left slightly disappointed as he was brought on in the second half in the 70th odd minute as a substitute. Swansea's next game and most important game of August saw them playing away in the first leg of the Champions League qualifiers against Panathinaikos. Win this and they'd be in good stead to qualify for the group stage of the Champions League and be facing the likes of Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Top teams in Europe like those could be making a journey to South Wales somewhere down the line. It was a mistake made by Schillenderveld that cost Panathinaikos the opportunity to go into the lead against Swansea. It was Wilfried Bony that struck on the opportunity and he made it count for Swansea, putting them into the lead. Schillenderveld had a lot of tracking back to do and will have a lot of questions asked about his performance in this game, as he just gave the ball away willingly and Bony finished that one up with finesse. And just a couple of minutes after that goal had been scored from Swansea, Alexander Lacazette, who made his move in January last season, who had been playing the most of this game so far, was the guy that made the run, made the opportunity to put Swansea into the lead, and he made it count. He put Swansea 2-0 up, and of course 2-0 on aggregate as it stood in this game. A fantastic finish, great technique. As the ball fell in front of him, he let it bounce again, and on the volley just smashed that one across the front of goal, and thankfully for Swansea the ball found the inside of the post and it rolled across the ground. Panathinaikos will have a lot to do when they face Swansea again in the second leg. They find themselves 2-0 down on aggregate, but it is only half time. Round about this time last season in August, Swansea City play Liverpool at the Liberty Stadium. At the time, new man Tom Huddleston was the only goal scorer in that game. He grabbed the winner for Swansea. Could Swansea upset the odds once again against Liverpool at the Liberty Stadium? It was Alexander Lacazette that found the back of the net. Mignolet didn't even get a chance to save it. As you'll see on the replay, such power was put behind that ball. It was unstoppable. It was always destined for the back of the net. You'll see here on the replay, Lacazette just peeling away from the back four, and with his right boot just forces that one into the back of the net. Swansea have a great record as it stands against Liverpool in this career mode save, and Wilfried Bony was looking for his goal, looking to get in on the action in this game. It was Mignolet this time around that managed to turn that one round the post. There was just one more twist in the first half at the Liberty Stadium. It was new man for Liverpool, Ola John, that put them back on level terms with Swansea. Wayne Routledge had made way for Andros Townsend, who came on in the second half with a bit of skill here and there, managed to get an attack together for Swansea. Bony joining the fray, and Bony just outside the box managed to fire off a shot as the back four failed to close him down. With just 10 minutes to go at the Liberty Stadium, it was Bony that started off this new campaign for Swansea on a high, putting Swansea into the lead for the second time, making it 2-1. Liverpool looking very deflated once that goal had gone in and couldn't produce anything else after that. So once again, Liverpool find it very hard to come away with a win against Swansea City. The final important game for Swansea in August was of course the second leg of the Champions League qualifiers. It was the decider. Which team will be heading to the Champions League group stage draws? Will it be Swansea or would it be Panathinaikos? Swansea had that advantage over Panathinaikos after winning 2-0 away from home, so it's 2-0 on aggregate. Would Panathinaikos be able to turn that one around with just 90 minutes to go? It was a given that Panathinaikos were to be going hammer and tongs in this game, trying to get themselves back on level terms on aggregate, trying to get through to the Champions League and be in the top flight of Europe. And on the 37th minute, Panathinaikos got the first goal of the game, making it 2-1 on aggregate. In the second half, Panathinaikos looking very threatening, needed to be closed down, and a loose ball picked up by Debussy got Swansea on the counter, on the attack. Pablo Hernandez with a nice little flick over the top of the back four. It was Bony that picked up the loose ball and with a thunderous shot made it 1-1 and 3-1 on aggregate. A little samba dance here and there, almost convincing the fans that Swansea will be playing in the Champions League a little bit later on this season. The keeper did manage to get a hand to him. Unfortunate as the ball did cross the line. As you can see, the ball curling left to right. A tough moment to swallow for the goalkeeper, and Panathinaikos found themselves on the verge of going out of the Champions League. With not long remaining of the game at the Liberty Stadium, Michu, who had returned from a 7-month absence from the team, got the attack together, and it was Nathan Dyer that could see Wilfred Bonney, star man for Swansea, making the run, making space for himself, and with his left foot fired that one home. Another samba dance, and that confirms Swansea in the Champions League group stage. Guys, do stay tuned to find out. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon for the next one.